A new year, a new humbling experience to knock me down a few notches. I am incredibly sick, and if getting sick teaches you anything, it teaches you that you have to slow down, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally, or all of it in one. And what this has done has forced me to feel stuff that I don't want to feel. And in the midst of me being incredibly sick, I have tried to actively outrun grief and this new chapter, which is 2026. And there's a term for this. There's a term for what's wrong with me, pretty much. And it's called an avoidant coping mechanism. And I think every single one of us does this. We fill every second of every day with something that helps us feel accomplished, useful, part of society, helping others, staying insanely busy to where we don't have any time to just slow down and think. The more I was reading the symptoms of this, the more it was hitting me that it's exactly me to a T. Rarely sitting still, just always being in motion, completely packed full schedule, when in reality, I probably could make time for other things of enjoyment. I have not even sat down to watch a TV show or a movie in years, and it's because of this avoidant coping mechanism that tells me that as long as you keep moving, you survive. But I'm here to tell you, you don't ignore the pain because you're weak. You're literally ignoring the pain because you're just trying to function and survive. It's really all it is. Sometimes grief and trauma looks like sitting alone and crying in the snow by yourself with all your cats and dogs. Sometimes it looks like getting triggered by a memory or a picture that you see involuntarily when you're scrolling through Facebook and your memories come up. That's always and then sometimes it's triggered and it looks like avoiding music and avoiding the song that you buried your spouse to. That's kind of what I did. For almost 5 years, I avoided listening to a band called Creed. If you know who they are, that's, I know you know my pain. And if you don't know who they are, please go listen to them. So my dad said he was buying tickets. And if you know me, I'm a daddy's girl and grew up listening to Creed when they first came out my entire childhood. And then I met Kale, and he really loved Creed. And then when he passed away, I played the song My Sacrifice at his funeral. And if you know anything about that song, it's about God, but the lyrics are just insane, okay? And for years, I avoided listening to them. I avoided putting the music on. I didn't even want to listen to it. So imagine my surprise when I go to this concert and something completely shifts in me when the very last song of the last encore is My Sacrifice. Wasn't expecting them to play it. It is one of their big songs, but as the concert was nearing the end, I kind of accepted that maybe it's not good that they play that song because all these people don't need to see me ugly cry. And they came back out and did another song, an encore, of course, when everybody was cheering for them to come back. And then I thought it was done after that, and my hopes were not up at all. And then they played it, weirdly enough, the very, very last song. So something shifted in me that day. And it wasn't closure. I didn't get any closure from the whole situation. It was more like some sort of peace, like a peace that I was able to sit with and something I was able to accomplish.